Anybody from the southeast that is supporting Tinubu, you are an enemy. You're not a southeast indigene. No?
Hello, my fellow Biafrans, I don't come again. But before I say anything concerning this particular video, I beg, if you know say they support me, if you know say you like what I do, I beg, help me and share this particular video, because this our brother when they see from my screen like this, Kenneth Okonkwo don't finally step in to all the Igbo politicians where they for Southeast. So he talk a lot of things in this video concerning the Igbo politician where they for Southeast. He said that any Igbo politician that is supporting Tinubu in 2027 election is not an Igbo man. So I'm not going to talk my mouth, talk everything where this our brother talk in this video, but just take some of your time and listen to him, because he's making a lot of sense, and I want the genuine Biafrans, those that is supporting me and those that are following me, to just calm down and listen to him, so that we understand what I'm trying to say. If you are an Igbo man or Igbo woman that is supporting Tinubu in 2027 election, my brother, you are deceiving yourself, and you don't want Nigeria to be better. Although I'm not in Nigeria, I'm a Biafra, but if you are supporting Tinubu in 2027 election, my brother, you need to think well, because what is coming is bigger than you. So thank you, and share this video so that other people, other Biafrans, we also see this particular video and learn from it. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a nice day. I come in peace.
Anybody from the southeast that is supporting Tinubu, you are an enemy. You're not a southeast indigene. No? Politics is about whoever is trying to finish your people and you're supporting the person, you are complicit. You're complicit. So, ethnically, religiously, Tinubu has excluded us.
I can discuss Tinubu. He's the leader of my party. I'm not a member of Labour Party. Any day you see members of Labour Party, you can ask them about P2B.
You're a Southeast leader.
Yes, I'm a Southeast leader.
You're a big voice in the Nigerian politics.
I'm a big voice in the world economy and Nigerian politics, but I don't want to discuss P2B.
Did he offend you?
No.
Same personal?
Or
you're just afraid because you are the one.
Because of hatred from the Igbo. Absolute. When he was campaigning, when he was doing his primary, he did not go to Southeast. He rather, when he finishes other zones he thought was important, then came to Abuja and say they should all come and see him. When he was campaigning, he said the Southeast will have soaked slice of bread. That's what they will get from. Not slice of bread, though. No. The one that is so light, you will see it except it is soaked. To tell you the level of marginalization. After the election, he said, these people came to Lagos when they were 12 years and they didn't support us. So he had the mind to emasculate and finish the Southeast. And on top of it, he went for a Muslim ticket. Southeast, they are 99.9% Christians. So whoever is choosing a Muslim ticket do not have any intention to have them in the presidency for any reason. And that is why I'm saying, anybody from the Southeast that is supporting Tinubu, you are an enemy. You're not a Southeast indigene. No? Politics is about whoever is trying to finish your people and you're supporting the person, you are complicit. You're complicit. So, ethnically, religiously, Tinubu has excluded us from the scheme of things. And then you're telling me from the Southeast. Now, the Muslim ticket, look at how it's affecting Nigeria. Even the Muslim clerics from the north have come out to say we were duped and that they will never support same-faith ticket again. Look at how it's affecting the image of Nigeria, both abroad and in Nigeria. The Christian nations are now saying it that the Christians are persecuted. The Christians are being slaughtered. And let me tell you, they might not tell you that openly, but it's because of the Muslim ticket. Because I know it. If you ask me, I'll say everybody in Nigeria is suffering insecurity problem. But when they see that Christians are more than 50% of the population, and you're doing Muslim ticket, you will see Christian people saying, no, this people must have been traumatized. And all that. That's why people like Atiku Abubakar. That's why they are insisting that our diversity will be respected. I'll tell you something that you may have not known. Part of the reason that Atiku Abubakar had not been president before now is his insistence on respecting our diversity. In 2007, when he contested for the president, he refused to choose a fellow Muslim to be his vice. He refused to choose Bola Tinubu to be his vice. Because he said, as far as Nigeria is concerned, it must be Muslim Christian ticket. In 2015, when Buhari won in the primary election, Buhari was contemplating to choose a fellow Muslim. Buhari went to Atiku to ask for Atiku's support after the primary. Atiku told him, I will support you on one condition. You cannot choose a fellow Muslim to run. And Buhari, it was tough for him because he knew the commitment. Then after a while, he came and gave his assurance to Atiku, and Atiku Abubakar supported Buhari. So, because he is exposed, he's well traveled, he understands what it means when you have such large number of Christians and you want to create the impression that they don't matter. So now you can see how Tinubu is having problems with Muslim nations around the world because he's not performing. Muslims are being killed like chicken, and with Christian nations around the world. And you know, he has no solution to them. So coming from Southeast, you can see how Southeast people are hopeless under Tinubu. Now, you want to go to Southwest, his own people, who are the people that started crying, we are hungry? This is the government that has punished Southwest more than any other government in my life. I know the Southwest people to be people who work hard and they want to enjoy themselves after working hard. They are no longer badoing. They are now suffer head. If you go to Southwest now, you know, how many go Dodoni? Benny. I lived in Lagos for 17 years. We like to enjoy. When I had my shops in Idumota. So when we walk in the evening, you come and see enjoyment. It is no longer there. What you are seeing is begging. This government has reduced Yoruba people to beggars. I know what I'm talking about. Yoruba people that like to work hard. Brilliant guys. I was taught by some very brilliant professors of Yoruba origin when I was reading my law. I so much like these people. Now Tinubu has reduced them to beggars. No more Eku Bandu. It's Eku suffering. That's what is happening in Southwest now. And he wants the Southwest to come and vote for him. Of course, they didn't even vote. Lagos State did not even vote for him in 2023.
The denial of Igbo identity in some parts of the South is a political manipulation. Many people do not know the full extent of Igbo presence in Nigeria. The truth is, Igbo land is far larger than what many assume. The red marking on the image above shows where the Igbo are indigenous, and it stretches across 13 Nigerian states. This fact is not just hearsay. It is officially recognized in Nigeria's ethnic classification. According to the Nigerian government, the Igbos are indigenous in the following states: Enugu State, Abia State, Anambra State, Ebonyi, Imo State. Now, Delta State, we have Anyoma, which comprises of Enuani, Ika, and Ukwani. River State, which comprises of the Ikwere, Oba, Echie, Ekpeye, Ndoni, Egbema, Opobo, Ndoki, Boni, and etc. Even in Okreka, there are Igbo-speaking communities, like the Okojago that I stated yesterday in my video. Now, in Edo State, we have the Ibanke and the Ekpon. They are Igbo-speaking communities. In Bayelsa State, Igbo indigenous communities are in Sagbama. I hope you know that. Good. Benue State, Umuezekohia communities in Obi, Oju, Ado local government. Kogi State, Igbo communities in Ibaji, Odolu, and the rest. Akwa Ibom State, there are Igbos in Ohubu, in Okanafon local government area, and etc. Cross River State, Igbos in Isobo, Abi, Iyala, Obubra, Ikom, Ogoja, etc. name them. This shows that the Igbo are not confined to the 5 southeast states. The Igbo footprint spreads deep into the south-south, north central, and beyond. Now, here is the truth many are running from. Some south-south Igbos deny their identity, thinking it separates them from their southeast brothers. But denial cannot erase history, language, and culture. The Nigerian government itself recognizes Ukwane, Eka, Aniocha, Oshimili, Ikwere, Eche, Ogba, Ekpeye, Ndoni, Opobo, and many others as Igbo groups. If the government treats this group the same way they treat the Southeast, it is because they know the truth. They are Igbos. That is why they suffer the same discrimination, marginalization, and hostility that other Igbo communities face. The denial of Igbo identity in some parts of the South-South is a political manipulation meant to weaken Igbo unity. But history, language, and culture proves otherwise. A people cannot run away from who they are. The Igbo nation is wider, stronger, and more united